I am Father Heinrich Wilmer, the Superior General of the Priests of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, called also Dihonians. My hope for entrepreneurs is that everybody sees his or her collaborator, her employee as a human being, as a person with an open heart and an open mind, and not just as a mean, as an instrument to make more money. That's one issue. A second issue, the hope is really to do more and more network and to reach out, not just in one country, but on an international level, and to become a global player, not just for assuming and to having a capital grown, but also for a better understanding. And I'm convinced that to maintain peace, not just politicians are important, but also entrepreneurs. And international collaboration will enhance our desire and our professional skills in order to maintain peace and to reach out for a better world. So the main question is how Dihonians and how Father Dihong could influence the entrepreneurs in Europe. Father Dihong has a very strong message for CEOs, for those people who run a company, a corporation, and he was enthusiastic about how to make a better society and how to feel men and women alike better in a company, in a corporation. First of all, he says it's important for an entrepreneur to be present, to step out of his office or of her office and to go to the workers, the employees, those who work with him, with her, and to know their names, to know their stories, their family background, their joys, their sufferings, and really to be in it and to show some interest. And then a second very important issue is solidarity, really to care for people, to care for those in need, especially those who are weak, who might be a little bit at the margin of one company, at the margin of a corporation, and together with solidarity, Father Dihong wants to push everybody, every worker, every employee, to make them grow, to make them feel great and to blossom, because Father Dihong was convinced, if I work, I do not just work for my family or to get some bread and some money, but I work because I like to develop my personality, I like to develop my talents, I like to develop my creation and the beauty God has instilled in my heart and in my soul. So therefore, the very important issue is if it comes up to major decisions for an employee, for a CEO or for an entrepreneur, how can my collaborator grow? How can he or she blossom? How can she or he feel himself or herself great and beloved? What might be the most dangerous field for European entrepreneurs? What might be really tricky and a trap? I'm convinced that maybe the most dangerous issue is that everybody has the euro sign or the dollar sign in his eyes, and that we always think of the outcome. It's kind of capitalistic thought. How can I as a firm or as an employee earn more money? How can I spread my firm in the marketplace? How can I be efficient in a field of international competition? It's understandable, sure, we have to think, but more important is not to look at how a firm can spread and make more and more money, but to care for one's member and not just to see what is out, but really to have in mind an open heart, and an open mind, so that the CEO is a man or a lady open for the employees, that he or she has an ear for those who suffer, for their family stories, personal belonging, and that he or she has a mind open for the creativity coming from the co-workers, the collaborators. So that's very important, not just to look out for more money, but for a bigger heart and an open mind of everybody who works in the firm. Dear CEOs, dear entrepreneurs, and dear members of Talent, I know that what you're doing is not just very important and very dear to us, but it can be also very difficult. And sometimes you might have a hard time, maybe professionally, maybe also in a private sense. I wish you really all the best from the heart of my heart, bottom line, and may God bless you. May He show you His mercy. May Mother Mary and our Mother of Częstochowa protect you, and may the Sacred Heart of Jesus always embrace you and give you a strong sense of belonging. God bless, and thank you so much for all what you are doing. Dziękuję bardzo.